Great action again underway. If we can actually continue it underway, because it looks like Bobby Moore trying to stall just again. Either that or the fans have continued their onslaught of getting under his skin and in the mind of Bobby Moore, calling him Barney with the Barney chants. And we certainly, remember season's beatings in regards to Anthony Henry, Stryknyn. Of course, things have kind of been left in my mind. Remembering Stryknyn really offering his hand in a show of sportsmanship, and Anthony Henry really, some could say, who could blame him, the frustration setting in of not really being able to capture that Young Lions championship. But as we see, things have been a little bit better, and they're both teamed up again to go after the likes of Jacoby Boykins and Bobby Moore.
That's right. The focus is back on, and now we've got the 4 guys that were involved in a 4 corners match at season's beatings. Now a few weeks later find themselves in tag team action as Anthony Henry, Bobby Moore, and Jacoby Boykins are still top contenders for the Young Lions Championship, held by the Lethal Dose Stryknyn. Stryknyn has victories over these 3 in that fatal 4-way, but these guys are still top contenders.
Yeah, even though this is a tag team matchup, any of these competitors, of course, the goal is to go after that championship, and any of them would love to be able to become the Anarchy Young Lions champion. And right now Bobby Moore's got his foot draped across the middle rope there. The referee's going to break it, allowing Bobby Moore the opportunity to really kind of regain his composure here just a little bit, slow the tempo down a little. Wait a second, I saw Stryknyn. Didn't know if that was a little bit of encouragement on the back, but it was really more of a tag. And Anthony Henry kind of has the same look as well. Stryknyn tagging himself in.
All right, I guess that's how we're going to play this. The Lethal Dose Stryknyn, your Young Lions champion, in there with Bobby Moore. Double boots. Each looks like Stryknyn got the better of it as he goes firing shots to the midsection of Bobby Moore. Has him in the corner.
Oh, man. A big knife edge chop right there, backing Bobby Moore into the corner. Going to use a little bit above the knee and Bobby Moore's head to meet together, and jamming that shoulder straight into the midsection of Bobby Moore. Of course, we know this may be a precursor setting up his opponent as Stryknyn for that spear that he loves to be able to hit out of nowhere. Snap suplex there, rolls over, able to make the pin as well.
And usually when we see the spear, that submission hold, the tourniquet not too far behind.
Yeah, he loves to be able to do the 1-2 punch there and put those two together, and it's why he is the Anarchy Young Lions champion. And you have to wonder, of course, Stryknyn and Anthony Henry teaming up again this week. Well, I should say teaming up this week. Do you think there's been any strategy maybe by Stryknyn that is kind of parted on to the ways of Anthony Henry that maybe Anthony Henry might be able to use maybe somewhere down the line if granted an opportunity for the Young Lions championship?
Well, yes, everybody wants to win here, but the longer Stryknyn's in the match, more punishment is being done to his body, which can weaken him for future championship matches.
Yeah, certainly. Whoa, man, did you see the power from Jacoby Boykins? I think he took Anthony Henry, but held him up into the lights.
So you almost have the devil and the angel on the shoulders of Anthony Henry going, what's going to be the better decision? Do I go the devil's route and let Stryknyn take that beating, so if I do get a shot at the Young Lions title, he'll be softened up and I can win? Or do you go, I'm in a tag team match with this man, I want to win tonight?
Yeah, certainly a lot might be going through his mind. I know one thing's for sure, he's a great competitor, and he certainly wants to be able to give it his all and be as fair as possible. The tag has been made to Stryknyn. Stryknyn going to make his way in, trying to chop the big man down, working on the leg of Jacoby Boykins. Again, now on the wrist as well, too. And, of course, as we touched on earlier, Stryknyn can hit you at any time with that spear, as well as working on the tourniquet. Stryknyn been a great champion. Anarchy, of course, Young Lions champion, defended it against many competitors. Probably none in the likes of Jacoby Boykins, at the size at least, for the Young Lions championship. Full head of steam, goes in, and he's able to get it. It's Jacoby Boykins with all the power. Full head of steam he did, but knocking off at the pass, Bobby Moore. Oh my good Lord, did you see? He folded him inside out. This could be it right here. I certainly expect the same. Only able to get a 2 count. And to let you know, Brent Wilverton, the power of Jacoby Boykins, this man played football and was able to get 20 tackles and 9 sacks, but mind you, in 3 games.
Wow, that is an impressive stat. And looking at this team of Jacoby Boykins and Bobby Moore, we made mention of the Georgia Wrestling History Awards earlier on in the program. Bobby Moore and Jacoby Boykins were both looked at as honorable mentions under Most Improved Wrestler of 2012, and I have to agree with Georgia Wrestling History. These guys put on tremendous matches in 2012. Bobby Moore may have had, maybe not the best luck, when it came to the fans and the Barney chants, but he has shown tremendous improvement inside the squared circle, and I can't take it away from either of these athletes.
And my investigation still continues about the Georgia Awards, too, but I'm going to let you know week in and week out. We'll get a little closer to the bottom of this. And we've got Bobby Moore taking Stryknyn. And, wow, very interesting there. Instead of using the top turnbuckle, he put the boot on the top turnbuckle and drove Stryknyn's head into it. And right now, Anthony Henry trying to get these fans here in Cornelia behind Stryknyn. Of course, maybe to make the tag. Don't know whether Anthony Henry's going so much for the victory as he wants the victory himself for his team versus himself. But right at the moment, he just got pushed and shoved off the apron from Bobby Moore.
Well, a couple of fans at ringside just got a close-up look at Anthony Henry as he came crashing into the guardrail.
Maybe they were able to see the black lettering a little easier, up close and personal. Jacoby Boykins holding on to Stryknyn. Meanwhile, Bobby Moore landed the boots into the midsection there. And Anthony Henry is not helping his team whatsoever. He needs to hurry up and get on the outside so our referee can go back to seeing what's exactly being involved between Jacoby and Bobby. Oh, and now Jacoby Boykins using all that weight and power with his boot right into the throat of Stryknyn. And Stryknyn's really in the wrong corner at the moment. He really needs to be able to make that tag, get over to Anthony Henry.
Stryknyn, without a doubt. Talking about Stryknyn, Jacoby Boykins, one of the most powerful superstars in Anarchy Wrestling. He's got himself in tremendous shape in the later part of 2012 going into 2013. He's still a 300-pound athlete, but he's more muscular. He was already powerful before, but now he carries it a lot better with that Samoan drop on the Lethal Dose Stryknyn.
This could be it right here. Drags him into the center of the ring. Great ring execution there, but only able to get a 2 count. And after the power that Jacoby Boykins inflicted onto Stryknyn, I don't know how Stryknyn is able to kick out of that. And it looks like Jacoby Boykins is going to go back to trying to weaken his opponent even more. And then you just have to wonder, softening him up perhaps for maybe a big splash. Any moves that Jacoby Boykins can do is high impact.
Stryknyn trying to get back up to his feet. Shots to the midsection of Jacoby Boykins. I don't know how much damage that's going to do to a man the size of Jacoby Boykins, but he does let go of the hold. A boot to the... I can't quite tell who that affected. Maybe they hit each other. I missed a boot, I think.
Well, Stryknyn really trying to get his wits back with him again, and he looks like that might be able to do it there. He may have grazed the top of Jacoby Boykins.
It certainly didn't have the full effect as Boykins was back up. That one connected, and down goes Boykins.
And both men, who would have thought this at this moment? Both men are down, and both men could be easily said desperately need to make a tag.
Anthony Henry trying to rally the crowd here in Cornelia, Georgia, behind the Young Lions champion, the Lethal Dose Stryknyn.
Because I feel like if Jacoby Boykins tried to rally the crowd here, I think crickets would be chirped. Which sounds like to some might be my commentary, but be that as it may, the tag is being made to Anthony Henry. Goes in right after Jacoby Boykins, doesn't even know what hit him. Bobby Moore, Anthony Henry, the legal man in the ring. The tag has been made to both. Keep your eye on them. Oh man, European uppercut from Anthony Henry. Bobby Moore with a reversal. Goes in for the clothesline, ducks down as Anthony Henry. Another big time European uppercut. Knocks down Bobby Moore, and he's going to follow it up as Bobby Moore's in the corner. He's eyeing him up. He measures him. Oh man, the back of the elbow. Enziguri. Bobby Moore could be teetering, could be tiring. He could be going down.
You know, after those European uppercuts, it almost makes me want to go as Stephen Walters, who spent time in 2012 in the United Kingdom. If over there, it's just an uppercut.
That's so true. It's a good bulldog onto Bobby Moore. Plants his face first into the mat, goes in for the cover, but not hooking the leg. Now he decides to hook the leg, and that might have been what cost him a victory right there, Brent Wolverton. And now Jacoby Boykins going in as well. Oh, Enziguri as well from Anthony Henry to Jacoby, and he doesn't know what state and country he's in. Meanwhile, keep your eye on Stryknyn. Boot to the midsection, planted him with a DDT. Jacoby Boykins all the way almost on the outside here on the apron. Bobby Moore hits Stryknyn, and all kinds of heck is broken loose here this week. Anthony Henry picking up Bobby Moore, plants him.
DVD, the Death Valley driver by Anthony Henry, goes for the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2.
Wow, you have to wonder, how is this going to end? You've got 4 combatants going on right now, 2 men with a lifeless body, and you've got Anthony
Henry. I can
Henry.
guarantee personally, it's my prediction, get out the magic ball. This match will end with the ringing of the bell.
I'm going to put that one out. Those are good Vegas odds. And Anthony Henry goes into the corner, but Bobby Moore catches him.
So he went into the corner all right, chin first into the middle turnbuckle.
And Anthony Henry is certainly probably not really quite sure where he's at the moment. Keep your eye on Stryknyn going in for the spear. Oh, wait a second, he hit Anthony Henry, his own team member. Oh my gosh, what? Stryknyn, meanwhile, is trying to too busy focused on Anthony Henry. Jacoby Boykins drags him out. Legal man Bobby Moore